Hey and Zev here, welcome to the Mixologist overview. It seems like bartending is slowly becoming a cursed genre because so far we didn't really get an actual good game in that category, and this one isn't an exception either. It's also a case if I expect too much nowadays or really our standards are just lowered permanently. So the Mixologist is a bartending simulator game where, regardless if you're a newbie or a seasoned barman, you'll be able to learn how to make over 100 cocktail recipes and show off your skills behind the bar in style. This project I'm gonna be mainly comparing to the Bartender VR Simulator, which is almost an exact copy of that. It has some slightly better things going on, like physics kind of appropriate to your needs, although to me still not enough in that realm. Graphical art style a little bit better, but it's mainly because the devs cheated with meta avatars. There's no collision around, so the glasses go through furniture and certain animations of characters. Only measurement system is in ounces, which is purely catering to the American audience. Settings very scarce that you can't necessarily customize your experience. The list really goes on, and it almost feels like this game was made by AI of some sort. Nevertheless, you have some cocktail recipes that you can learn to make at home, of course if you're living in the States. But besides infinite liquids and no cleanup necessary, there isn't really appeal to that. And I am fully awaiting the day where we'll have a bartending game with like Bone Labby physics that you can make some tricks while shaking and stuff, and just a full-on simulation going on. I don't think that's much to ask. Let's go make some drinks. Fancy.
Finally. You are late, and the bar's opening soon. You're here for the job, right?
I guess. It might be too high class for me though.
This one's on the house before we set you up. Cheers.
Shouldn't bartenders don't drink before work?
Come on. Bottoms up and let's start. Come on. Bottoms up and let's start. Come on. Bottoms up and let's start.
Wow, you're a magician.
Come on. Bottoms up and let's start. Hits the spot every time. Now, let's get you behind the counter. And let's start mixing drinks. Now that you are behind the counter and ready, you can start mixing drinks. But first, let's go through the basic recipes and get familiar with equipment. Let's start with one simple cocktail. You can find bottles on the sliding shelf. And here are the instructions next to me. When you're done, place it on the counter in front of me.
Cool, but do you have measurements in milliliters? It doesn't seem like there is an option to change it, so that's a shame. I mean, this bar already looks as basic as the previous games. Whiskey and Coke. In what glass? Well, at least this game has some ice physics. I mean, could be worse. Oh wow. I have an infinite bar. I mean, even the icons aren't very high quality. Neither the bottles. There seems to be some physics going on. Okay. At least I'm not gonna get lost. Can I move? Okay, even outside of the bar. I didn't even do the movement. It doesn't seem like we have pouring system in terms of intensity. That gas is very far from your mouth, mate. And the hand.
Very good. That wasn't that hard, right? Now, for the next recipe, let's use that shaker.
I don't think I've ever used. I do some cocktails at home, but I only have one to choose from. 1 cube equals 10. That's fine with me. This table is very low. Can't really lift it and stuff, but maybe that could be my preparing station. Those are not the real colors of liquids. Damn, even by 0.1. What the hell is the sound effect? It's very heavy for my hand, apparently. Some beats.
That is not quite right. Try again.
I didn't give you yet. Shouldn't we sift through this? So this also counts. What the hell?
Excellent job. Shake it till you make it. Works every time. Now, let's make something for our beer-loving customers. Ensure each layer is spot on by following the correct pouring order.
Was this game made by AI? Like, the inaccuracy is crazy. If you're making a mixology game, make beer accurate as well. Like, that's not how it behaves. Okay. If you want precision, you will.
That is not quite right. Try again.
Huh? What are those steps? Like second pour and third pour? I'm confused. What if I'm outside of the tutorial? I mean, everything looks basic. I'm not entirely surprised. Like, coming from the previous experience in a similar genre, this is a slight upgrade, but still not it for me. One at a time. Oh my god. Well, cranberry's not grounding. Same there though. Ah, that's some water. Convenient. Can't even do any tricks. No. I mean, I tried. Honestly, this is borderline basic. There are some physics going on, which is some kind of an upgrade. But yet again, we're having an experience of simple features with graphics also looking basic. It's nice that I can go out. I don't know how far, but I guess I can just peruse in front of the bar and that's it. Other than that, you have a lot of recipes. I don't think there is something like a list to look up if you want to do it at home. You actually have to play through it and then you'll be able to. Measurements are only like that. I prefer milliliters because that's what I live with, but there's no option to change that. In the same realm, settings are almost non-existent, so you can't really customize the experience. What about cutting some stuff? It's also solved as simplistic as it's possible. And some stuff you can't even do that. So it's just the game telling you what you can do, but no sandbox whatsoever. It's a shame because it's the second game of that type that still doesn't get it, and it should go full on into simulator with realistic physics. You could cut yourself and stuff, but it's just that.